This is 9 lessons to make 100K in crypto in your 20s. I made my first $1,000 in crypto at 19 years old. I made my first $1 million in profit by age 26. This is every single practical lesson I learned along the way for free. Here's an analogy. In chess, there's one thing that separates the people who consistently lose from the people who consistently win. And that's their process. Either consciously or subconsciously, winners scan the board looking for sets of information to help inform their decisions. Are there checks on the enemy king? Are my pieces defended? Can I capture any of their pieces? At higher levels, this gets crazy. Chess theory, insane pattern recognition, that all comes into play. But for winners, their process defines their results. For losers, they don't even have a process. It's the exact same in crypto. Without a process for validating cryptos, you will lose money, a lot of money. So get a process, start today, and then refine that over time. Now I'm gonna tell you my process. Feel free to steal it or alter it however you want. Number 1, start wide. Be aware of the narratives in which cryptos exist, things like AI, gaming, and memes. Number 2, dig into specific coins within those narratives and look for the obvious choice. Social media presence, a thriving community, the it factor. Crypto is a hype machine. You want to make money from that engine, so go with the grain. Make the obvious choice. Number 3, break down the use case. Is it easy to understand? Is it immediately relevant to solve a problem today? Is it scalable, meaning a lot of people can benefit from that solution that they're providing? Will people care about it? If yes, this will attract investment, which is obviously a good thing. Number 4, look for a dedicated, open, approachable team. In my experience, a dedicated crypto team is worth its weight in gold. Any business is the people who run it. So those people better be good if you're trusting them with your money. Boxing looks like chaos, but if you ask the masters, they'll say it's a science. Hit and don't get hit. That is the sweet science. Especially so true in heavyweight boxing. As one clean hit from a Mike Tyson, Anthony Joshua, or George Foreman, and you're just out for the count. Crypto is the exact same. Hit and don't get hit. Yet for some reason, people are always ignoring the second part. Crypto is a speculative asset. Speculative assets are irrational. They're highly volatile by nature. It doesn't matter how good the idea sounds or how certain you are about this one specific coin. High volatility, it just means that you are as likely to lose from huge dips as you are to gain from huge pumps. That's it. That's how crypto works. By overexposing yourself to one crypto, you're overexposing yourself to the risk of taking a big bad hit. Don't let this be your portfolio.
If he doesn't answer it,
So here's the lesson. You need to change your mindset around crypto to that of a boxer. Your mindset should say, I'm going to capture wins while avoiding losses. If anything violates this mindset, don't do it. And that brings a timeless quote to mind. Warren Buffett once said, in order to succeed, you must first survive. And yes, finance gurus throw this one around a lot, but for crypto, we're gonna get really specific. In crypto, 99% of people's thought goes into finding a winner that will 100x and make them a millionaire overnight. They try to optimize for the upside. This is especially true for young people. But why? Because when you're young, you have no skills. You have very few ways of making money. You're basically useless according to capitalism. But at the same time, you're also emotional. You're impulsive enough to chase the risky, unlikely dreams. This makes you far, far more likely to violate that first lesson. And as we know, the second you do that,
23-pound weight advantage.
So instead, calm down. Don't be emotional and start putting 99% of your brain power into downside protection. This is where you put your effort into stopping yourself from losing money in the first place. Seriously, say this to yourself. I will protect myself from losing money in the first place. That is step 1. Here's an explanation from an Indian billionaire. If we as investors fixate and overdose on downside protection, the upside in many cases takes care of itself. If you can put floors on the downside, then you've got a huge advantage. That framework of heads I win, tails I don't lose much. In other words, when things don't work out, you get all or most of your capital back. This is a huge advantage. This is the lesson. Don't just have a boxer's mindset, take it even further. Devote almost all of your thoughts to downside protection. not to the wins. Succeeding in crypto is about staying in the game longer than other people. It's about surviving. The more you fixate on downside protection, the more secure your money will be, that base. You want to solidify that base. But because crypto is so volatile and exciting, you'll be able to capture the wins still that come naturally with the volatility of this space. Again, heads, I win. Tails, I don't lose much. That's the goal. Now, I know this spits in the face of get-rich-quick schemes at the heart of crypto, but it's the truth. Big losses in crypto turns it from get-rich-quick to get-poor-quick. There's only one controllable way to get rich quickly in crypto, and I'll discuss that next. And there's only one controllable way to get rich safely in crypto, and I'll discuss that later. Long-term positions in crypto, like holding Bitcoin, can be stable, but you lack day-to-day control. You're essentially hoping that Bitcoin will just go up and up. On top of this, it takes a lot of time for your money to grow. Now, of course, we can improve this position by, number one, having a process, and number two, building in downside protection, but it's still not super controllable. In crypto, the only controllable way I've seen to get rich quickly is through using back-tested rules to trade cryptocurrencies and essentially make that your job, because you're spending so much time and brain power identifying opportunities that are data-backed. This works because you literally have the data that says, when this happens and I do X action, Y result tends to happen 60% of the time, or whatever your data says. And that's the lesson. When your portfolio of long-term positions is established, experiment with shorter positions like day trades on high market cap assets. This will allow you to catch even more upside from volatility on a day-to-day basis. Just make sure all of your decisions are data-backed, not emotion-backed. I own a crypto research platform called Finova, and our head of research has racked up an over 80% win rate doing exactly this. He earns between $16,000 and $30,000 per month just trading cryptos. He uses a specific set of rules that he follows for his short-term and his long-term trades. He shares those rules with members on Finova and alerts them to his trades as soon as they happen. He does this like a scientist. He exposes himself to such minimal risk and only makes decisions if the data says, if I do this decision, I should make this much money. And he has the discipline to actually do this consistently over time. And the result is him and all of our members get results and wins like this, and this. He's an extremely successful but conservative trader. He recommends only trading with about 1% of your portfolio. So his style fits perfectly within the overall philosophy I'm talking about within this video. Stay safe, but capture wins, which Finova members have been doing. Your goal defines your system, and your system defines your success. So let's break that down. If you're getting into crypto in your 20s, your goal is to make money. But here's the part that most people fail to understand. Making money is about having a financial system that you follow. The system determines your actions and where you put your money. Are you investing in the stock market, housing? Your system decides. Crypto is just one part of your overall financial system. And like any system, you want to make sure that each part of that system can't destroy the entire thing. Because if your system is destroyed, you're never going to achieve your goal of making money in this case. So think about it. If your financial system for making money is 100% crypto, then your financial system is 100% volatile, which means every single part of your system can destroy the system. Not a very great system. Instead, the most volatile part of your financial system should be the smallest part. Larger parts should be devoted to more secure assets like the S&P 500 or treasury bonds, whatever makes sense for you. That way, if crypto volatility goes the wrong way, you'll still be safe. Your system won't be ruined, and you'll still be on your way to achieving your goal of making more money. The lesson here, the majority of your financial system should be devoted to secure assets. Because crypto is so volatile, maybe only devote 10% or less of your overall money to this space, 1% or less to trading, nothing more than you can afford to lose ever. This will keep you in the game of making money in the long run, which is the true key to success. For the same reason, you want to ensure you have large caps within your crypto portfolio to balance out the risk of your small or mid-cap altcoins. This will help with risk management. So this level of risk scales both on individual investments within your portfolio, but also that portfolio within the larger, more broad look at all of your portfolio and all of your money and your assets. This is risk management. The large caps will balance out more of the volatile coins. The volatile assets like crypto will be balanced out by less volatile assets like treasury bonds or whatever you're into. No matter how long you spend in crypto, never underestimate the power of luck, stupidity, or anomalies, especially when you're young. When you don't know much about crypto, you can hear insane success stories of people riding Doge, Shiba, or Bonk to make millions, sometimes in just a few days, and it's motivating. You hear these hyped up stories, you see people aping into meme coins, and you think that this is the way to play. This is the way to win. It influences you to get emotional and make decisions with your money that you probably shouldn't be making. But the fact is, most successful crypto stories are luck, stupidity, or anomalies. Luck means they chose a risky coin that happened to pump. Stupidity means they put too much money into that risky coin. And anomalies mean they actually had the sense to take profits when they got them. Most people don't have that. That's an anomaly. But here's the issue. You can't control luck. You should definitely avoid stupidity. And you need to recognize that the only thing worthwhile about these stories is that they took profits. Because most people, they get too greedy. They miss their chance. They make $1 million and they go, well, what if that turned into 2 million? Lesson: ignore almost all success stories in crypto. Always, 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 always have a target. Have a target where you will sell your crypto holding or exit your trade to take your profits. Earlier I mentioned chess. I used to play it a bit, and while I wasn't a grandmaster or anything like that, I noticed something interesting. Around 40% of the time, I played significantly worse. I blundered my queens, I left myself open for checkmates. I just made stupid mistake after stupid mistake, and I couldn't figure out why. So I asked a friend of mine who was way more experienced in chess, what's going on here? Why 40% of the time I'm just way worse? And he said something simple but amazing. Don't play chess when you're tired. It made so much sense. I took his advice and suddenly that 40% started shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. Turns out that just being slightly tired made me way worse at playing a logical game like chess. Way worse than I thought. The more logical something is, the better you need your brain to perform. And the same is true for crypto. Your emotions fluctuate all over the place daily. You get stressed, you get underslept, you didn't eat enough, overworked, depressed, horny, overexcited. Who knows what's going on? You name it, you feel it. And the more money that's at stake, the worse your emotional volatility will get. That's just human nature. And that's the problem. Combining your emotional volatility with crypto volatility, that's a bad idea. You're gonna be more likely to make bad decisions, more likely to overinvest. And yeah, I'll just play that Mike Tyson clip again.
Nelson, who was in deep trouble, is he?
You don't want that. So here's the lesson. Don't play with crypto when you're emotional. The more volatile an asset is, the more crucial it becomes to minimize your emotional volatility as much as possible. That means you gotta take care of the basics. Don't make decisions in crypto if you're tired, drunk, stressed, overconfident. Be as natural and analytical as possible. Make clear, logical decisions, not emotional ones. Again, stick to your financial system, stick to your plan, and focus on downside protection. Test your process and improve it over time. If you do that, it's pretty hard to lose money. In crypto, the truth is often the opposite of what you're led to believe. Coins that are guaranteed to pump crash. The cute girl on Twitter, actually some creepy, sweaty guy. The safest way to make money in crypto, in the exciting world of crypto, is way more boring than you think. Despite crypto's wild pump stories, the most impressive coin of all is Bitcoin. It's the most traded, it's the most valuable, the most stable of all the coins in the market. And for this reason, many investors write it off as impossible to make money on anymore, all because they're too late or they didn't capture the pumps of 2021 or 2024. So they just chase these random smaller coins and lose money after money. And the sad truth is, by simply dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin over time, in Bitcoin, they would have enjoyed much more stable returns. And because Bitcoin has such high trading volume, it's actually much less volatile than many other coins, meaning they would have been exposed to much less risk, meeting our boxer mindset criteria. Here's the lesson. 80% of the time, dollar cost averaging into large caps like Bitcoin is the better choice. When you execute this properly, it's the closest you can get to getting rich safely in crypto. When in doubt, be boring. Miyamoto Musashi was a real-life video game character. He defeated 62 opponents in sword duels to the death. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest warriors that's ever lived, but what made him great was his unique approach. Instead of focusing on parrying strikes or footwork or formal traditions of martial arts, he focused on the most important thing: striking an opponent so that they would be mortally wounded, ending the duel. He focused on the thing that would win the duel. And that's the lesson. Focus on the most important thing. And in crypto, it's something you've already heard me say. When you make profits, take them, or you'll never make any money at all. You have to take profits to make money. Never forget this. Now, I talked a little bit about financial systems and portfolio allocation today, but to see the little known strategy that rich people use to set up their crypto portfolios, check out this video on screen.